Oh, God.
What are you doing?
No. Kill me now. Ah, little. She stole my moves. You M3GAN.
What's going on, my YouTubers, subscribers? Hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend, because we got a second of 2 new movies coming out this weekend. That is the highly anticipated sequel, M3GAN 2.0, or M3GAN, however you want to say it. I'm going to probably say M3GAN for the review, just it's good. But the sequel to the 2022 movie M3GAN, the movie that like put killer dolls back on the map, she's got a sequel. And is the movie good? This movie is definitely fun. It's one of those dumb, fun, over-the-top sequel movies that just had to be bigger and better and just outdo the original in every which way sense of the word. Kind of movie pretty much being like, yeah, this is just typical sequel. That's the best way to put it. It gotta be bigger, it gotta be louder, it gotta be more elaborate. But one thing that it is not is a horror movie. And that was one of the biggest fears I had when I first saw the trailer for this movie. I watched it, I was just like, so is M3GAN a superhero now? She like, you know, trying to be Tom Cruise because she's just like parasailing through the sky and shit. Like, what the hell's going on? Definitely not the horror movie that was the first M3GAN. So yeah, going to this movie knowing that while there are like kills in the movie just because it's a killer robot, robots are fucking people up, it's nowhere near that suspenseful like horror movie, like dark corners and shit, you know, ominous tones and stuff. That's all out the window. Now it's straight up sci-fi action movie. So here we go, M3GAN 2.0. Here we go. It's good and bad of why I feel like M3GAN 2.0. It's, you like the first M3GAN, so you're probably, out of curiosity, want to see the sequel. Here's what you need to know about it. Be warned. Adding in the movie, the 2 main characters we're following in this movie, they return back, and they're oh boy, the characters. The 2 main lead girls from the first movie are back in this movie, and like I said, the movie surprisingly focuses more on my man, what was her name? Gemma. I say it wrong all the time. I said it wrong in the last review, and I was now saying it wrong in this one. Gemma, she's the one who's really like, kind of like, her and M3GAN are kind of like, I would say it's like Gemma, 51%, M3GAN, 49%. Well, I'm saying like this is more like her movie, more or less. But you know, she had to hammer home like the themes of dangers of AI and dangers of like technology and shit like that. How the machines are just gonna wipe us out. As far as M3GAN's concerned, back in the movie, she's fun, she's quirky. I feel like she has way more personality in this movie. In fact, I feel like she knows that she's in a sequel for her own movie. Like she knew, like, oh yeah, my first movie crushed it. Of course it did. Of course. Now you want to see a sequel, right? Well, now, you know, here's my sequel. Just like, you know, it's gonna be sassy, it's gonna be girl power. Thus, M3GAN 2.0. Plot of the movie, more or less, the movie takes place 2 years after the events of the first M3GAN, and more or less you got this other new killer robot on the run, and she's pretty much going to just destroy the world, and now it's up to Gemma to kind of grapple with the reality of, should I put M3GAN back into her old body to stop her? Well, let's find out. Okay, good, the movie. We'll see. It's not a horror movie. It ain't horror, so we can't talk about the horror. So we'll say the action in the movie, it's just fun. Like I said, with the robot fights are going down, they can pretty much move like robots and do all that, you know, cool choreography and stuff like that. That was cool. There was one cool fight scene that did happen with M3GAN and the new killer robot. I did like that. That was like entertaining, and that, like, you ever see that movie Upgrade? It was like that. People were just like zoop, zoop, zoop. They're just like moving on precision and shit. That was fun. I did like that. But I'm just really grappling with this movie because I'm like, it's so different from the first movie. Like, the only thing this movie has in common with the first movie is the characters. It's the same characters. As far as the situation and the location and the themes of the movie and all like that, that is like so much bigger than the first movie. That is just like, it's like, wow. This literally truly is like a sequel that's just trying to be bigger, better, but that doesn't always mean bigger and better. I get the themes of the scariness of AI technology, and, you know, like, oh, the robots are gonna wipe us out, and, you know, where do you draw the line and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, you were going to get, this feels like this was tackled in Black Mirror like 3 years ago. And also, like I said, it's not a horror movie at all. It really is just pretty much a sci-fi action movie, because like I said, M3GAN's getting her Tom Cruise on. But there are a nice couple of callbacks to the first movie, I would say. Also, the movie is way more funnier than the first movie. I had a full audience of people in my theater, and they were laughing like a lot of parts in this movie. Like, it was like almost one joke away from being a comedy. Ask me about the movie, the fact that one, the biggest sin this movie's got, it is too long. This movie is 2 hours long. it did not need to be. There were so many monologues and other revelations that could have just been shaved off or put on the extended cut. That made that 2 hour, but this theatrical cut like hour 30, right in the pocket. I'm just saying there were parts of the movie that I was just like, okay, you could just put that in a deleted scene. Oh, we're gonna watch it. Okay. Other than the fact that I will say this movie doesn't bring nothing too new to the table that you haven't seen done before in other movies, other sci-fi movies when it comes to this kind of a topic with AI and shit. So yeah, it's like, as much as it's like fun to see M3GAN again doing her stuff and being cool and sassy and shit, as far as the movie goes, you've seen it better. You've seen it done better. At the end of the day, M3GAN 2.0 was a movie that I guess I'm glad I saw it for a Thursday night. Like I said, it was good seeing M3GAN again do her stuff. I like my girl. As far as her sequel goes, I'm just like, I don't know if I like this more than the first movie, because the first movie was a horror movie, and the first movie felt like it just was like right in the pocket with the themes and the pacing and stuff like that. This movie was just like straight up like sequelitis. Best way to put it. We're gonna see it, stream it, or skip it. Oh, it's a tough one. I gotta say that M3GAN 2.0 is probably a pretty decent enough movie to go see in theaters, I guess, but it wouldn't hurt you to stream it. M3GAN 2.0 is officially in theaters now. You will see it, you're not gonna see it. Type below, let me know your thoughts on it. And I'll see you guys for the next video, and have a great, safe, and cool weekend. And as always, subscribe. Until next time.